Flipping houses can make you rich, but it can also bankrupt you if you make these critical mistakes. In this video, top 5 flipping mistakes to avoid, I'm revealing the biggest pitfalls that could save you thousands of dollars and countless headaches. And trust me, you don't want to miss the last one. It's the difference between a profitable flip and a financial disaster. Hey, I'm Nicole, and I've been flipping homes here in Charleston for the last 4 years. We flipped dozens of homes here and out of state. We've had a lot of success, and we've also made a lot of mistakes. So today I'm going to go over the 5 mistakes that we've learned to avoid in hopes that you don't make the same mistakes. The first mistake is having unrealistic timelines. When you're underwriting a deal and you're trying to see if it's going to work, I know it's super easy to think, okay, well, if I just adjust this time down, I can make the numbers make sense. Trust me, be conservative here. Talk to your contractor, ask them how long realistically the renovation is going to take. And then a little trick, double that time. I know it sounds excessive, but contractors are always going to say they're going to get a project done way faster than they can. And no matter how good they are and how fast they are, things always come up. So make sure, especially if you're new and you're starting out, that you are adding extra time onto that. Also, depending on your market, make sure that you're buffering extra time on the back end for the sale. The second one, and this is so classic, is underestimating your rehab costs. When you're starting out, make sure that you're getting several bids and then add 15 to 20% on top of that. Even when you're not starting out, we do the same thing. If we've factored everything into a renovation, we'll do 10%, but most of the time we're doing 15 to 20 just to make sure that we're not going to be wrong on our budget. And we have found that whenever we put this buffer in, we typically end up using it because things just come up on a project. So anything that you're not budgeting in the renovation, that's hitting your bottom line. So make sure that you're being conservative in this area. Mistake number 3 is either over renovating or under renovating a property. This is where it becomes really important to look at the comparable properties that you have underwritten for. So what you want to do is look at your after repair value and the properties that you are looking to make your house like. Make sure that your renovation is in line with this. And I can tell you that a lot of times paint and some good hardware can go a long way. However, if you are looking to get the full value out of a property in a neighborhood where everything is renovated with brand new kitchens, bathrooms, great landscaping, make sure that you're doing the same thing. But if you are in a neighborhood where you're seeing that you can hit a really great ARV and all you need to do is maybe some light clean, paint, add some nice hardware and just breathe a little bit of life into the house, then renovate to that. So make sure that you're looking at those comparable properties when you're running your numbers and you're rehabbing to that level. Which brings me to mistake number 4. And this is overvaluing the property. When you're looking at the after repair value, you want to make sure that this is very accurate and that you're being really realistic. You can do this by looking at properties in the same neighborhood. Going back about 90 days is the safest to see what's selling at what square footage in the area. This is how you're going to understand what you could also sell the house for. Getting this wrong from the beginning can kill a deal and you'll lose money very fast. So make sure that you understand this and also hit up an agent in your network. And if you're not sure if the ARV, which is the after repair value, is accurate, make sure you're asking a local agent, hey, does this make sense? If I did this to the property, could I sell it for this? And then we always do worst case, good, and best scenario when we're looking at a property. So we'll say, what is the worst price that this home could sell for? And am I okay with that? What is it probably going to sell for? And then what if we nailed everything, and we just found the right buyer right away? What is the best that we feel like we could do? And we look at that when we're looking at the ARV. So you've got a range And it also reduces your risk when you know what your worst possible case scenario is. And number 5 is just ignoring hidden costs that come along with rehabbing a property. Your holding costs, your financing costs, your back end attorney's fees, your front end attorney's fees, and your agent fees when you're going to sell. Make sure you're factoring everything in to make sure it's a deal from the very beginning. You can use our rehab calculator to factor all of these things in and make sure that you're not getting into a bad deal. And if you want to dive deeper into the hidden costs of a project, we did a video walking you through that. These are the costs and mistakes that we've learned through trial and error, and we want to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes we did so you can have successful and profitable business. If you have any questions about these steps, please ask in the comments below. We'll get in there and respond. If you want to learn more about real estate investing and flipping homes, like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. Also, if you want to learn how to purchase a home with zero money down, we've linked it below.